Hello, everybody. So I'm back for a Tuesday Tea Talk, and I know it's been a while. I think it's been about 4 weeks now, and I've really missed it. So I'm happy to be back here. I was away in London, Ontario for a couple of weeks, getting married there. So that was a very busy time. And then I've been back for 2 weeks and came back running full speed into work and everything else. So I've been super busy, and I also sent my computer away to get fixed. So I have a loaner Mac, and I could not log into the back end of my website for some reason for the past week. So I actually just got that all figured out today. So I'm going to be back on my blog and my website right away with posts and videos so I can get back up to date with everything. And I try very hard to be consistent with my posting. So I'm really happy to be back. So today I'm going to talk about failure and feedback and the whole journey of your health, wellness, and fitness goals. So we call it a journey, or I think a journey is a good word for it because it does take some time. If you are looking to make some serious um, changes in your lifestyle and with your body, you have to be willing to put in the time. If you are hoping for things to happen and change in 2 weeks, well, then you are looking for a quick fix. So I think a journey is a very appropriate word because it doesn't happen overnight. You didn't get to where you are right now overnight, therefore you're not going to change overnight. So these processes and challenges and programs and everything that you do to get to where you want to be is just a path to more self-knowledge. And I think a lot of times people don't look at it that way, but um, you've probably heard before that, wherever you want to be, the path to getting there is not a straight, easy line. There are twists and turns and ups and downs and all of stuff that you can learn from and take information from and get better from if you choose to look at it that way. So if you aren't happy with your progress, I think it's important that you ask yourself some questions first before you just automatically assume and feel like a failure. So I have some notes down here, and that I'm going to go off to make sure I can get in all my points today. So the questions I want you to ask yourself are, do your expectations of progress match your reality? It's great to set big, hefty goals and, to have that or want to achieve that thing that seems impossible. And I think that's great, and those are goals that we should set. But we need to set the small action goals and set realistic things for ourselves along the way. A lot of times people get too excited and set these huge goals that realistically, given their situation, whatever it may be, their schedule or whatnot, what they set for themselves is not realistic. So really make sure that your expectations and your progress are realistic to you and nobody else. Following someone else's plan of success is not based on you and your lifestyle. So make sure that your expectations fit your reality. Another thing to ask yourself is, are you doing all of your behaviors and habits that truly matter consistently? And the key word there is consistently. And I have said this before, and Robin Sharma says it, and it does not matter what you do once in a while. It matters what you do every single day. So you are the only person that knows if you are doing things to the best of your ability. Your best friends don't know, your coach doesn't know, your mentor doesn't know, only you know. So you need to take a deep look at yourself and really ask yourself that question. Am I doing the best I can? Because deep down you know. If you can improve, you know you can give more. So that is something you need to ask yourself instead of just, pushing it to the side and being like, yeah, like I'm doing it as best as I can. If you're not. So really, check in and ask yourself if you're doing what matters consistently, not once in a while or when you think about it. Are you doing it on a regular basis? Next, you want to ask yourself if you could be doing more of the basic things a little bit better or a little bit more. So, for instance, saying that you eat vegetables every day is great, but does that mean you're eating 2 carrot sticks with lunch and some sauteed onions with your steak? So if you're doing that, great. And maybe that is your line of continuum and that's a little bit more for you. But eventually you're going to have to work up and you're going to have to do a little bit more. So you need to look at your given situation and find where you can maybe fine tune and add a little bit more to that. What can you do a little bit better? Again, this is something that only you really know, unless you're expressing this with your coach on a daily basis and you're being truly honest with them and with yourself. There are probably some things that you can pick it up a notch with and try a little bit harder and do a little bit better. And then you want to ask yourself if you're looking for progress in happiness in the wrong place. And I think a lot of times too, people set and these goals for themselves in hopes that achieving them is going to make them feel a certain way, and it doesn't end up working out that way. This is where you need to really tune into your why you're doing something for yourself, why you've set this goal, why you want to do it, and the feeling that you want to feel when you get there, and not just setting it and hoping that you're going to feel a certain way. Because that's what everyone says, or that's because of what you just think. So make sure that you are looking for happiness and progress in the right places, and not just following someone else's lead or what you see in a magazine or on TV. If you are happy with your progress and your coach in the process, then you have found a strategy and a mindset that works for you, and that is great. If you haven't, you just need to explore and analyze a little bit more, and that doesn't mean that you failed. Everything that you've been doing or haven't been doing is feedback for yourself. So it just means you haven't found a process that works for you. And sometimes it's a trial and error. And you can have two people on the same plan that on paper looks perfect and has all the things you think you would need to achieve weight loss and a healthy lifestyle, and have one person succeed and get that weight loss goal and the other person not come close. And it does not mean that person who did not achieve their goals is a failure. It means that the process and the plan that was given to them is not catered to them. It is not right for them, and it doesn't work for them. It does not mean that you are a failure if you did not, if you weren't successful with a process that you were doing. So this is where it comes into using that defeat and that failure that you're feeling as feedback. And again, it is a process to self-knowledge and learning more about yourself and what works and what doesn't. So before you start throwing in the towel and quitting because nothing's working, take a step back, analyze, write out a plan, talk to someone, get a coach, get someone that you can kind of bounce ideas off of someone who has worked with people, has different experiences, and can maybe help give you a little bit of guidance. But just because you don't meet something the first time does not mean you are a failure. This is one of the exercises, or one of the lessons actually, that my nutrition and lifestyles have gotten, and I want to share it with you because I think it's a really important one. If you don't know a lot about the kind of programming that I do with my nutrition and lifestyle clients, I'll give you a quick little rundown. They get lesson and habit checks every single day. So just like if you're trying to lose weight and you're going to the gym every day, that's kind of your check-in spot is the gym. You go there, you get your workout done, or you have an appointment, you meet a trainer, you go to class. But for nutrition, I think people need to have that same sort of check-in and accountability each day, and a lot of programs don't offer that. So with this one, every 2 weeks we start a new habit, and habits are all we customize them to everyone's level because everyone is at a different nutrition level. So we can make them harder, we can make them a little bit easier, and every day they get an email with a lesson that has to do with the habit that they are working on. So every day they're given something to read, and every day they're also given a habit card where they check yes or no. So I'm on the back end of this program. Everyone has their home page, and they can log into it every day. We do progress updates every 2 weeks, so pictures, measurements, and a weigh-in, and everything is uploaded onto your home page. You can see a graph of how your weight's changing, how your measurements are changing, and I see everything from my end. So the accountability is I see when they read their lessons, I see when they don't read their lessons, I see when they do their habits and when they don't do their habits. So there is a lot of accountability, a lot of communication, and they always have that daily reminder for their lifestyle and nutrition aspects of things, where a lot of times in a lot of programs there isn't that daily reminder. So this is why I love the program that I work with my clients, because every day there is a check-in, and reading that lesson first thing in the morning just gets people focused on their goal, reminded of their goal, and gives them a game plan for the rest of the day. So that is all I have to talk about today. So just a little recap. There is no failure, there is just feedback. So take what you are doing and learning and analyzing it. And if it's not working, it's just not working for you. So find a different way to go about it, because you can all achieve your weight loss goal. It's just finding out the path that works best for you to get there. I will see you all next Tuesday. We are traveling to Denver on Friday for a business trip for a week and a bit. So I may have a special guest with me next Tuesday for the Tea Talk. So be sure to check back in. Bye guys. Have a great night.